Now on CoastTV News.
A chilly and dry start to the week with below normal temperatures expected the next couple of days, then increasing rain chances midweek. I'll time it out on Futurecast coming up next.
It could be here, a proposed pier in Ocean City by U.S. Wind, the alternative energy company's latest move for a wind farm off of our coast that so far has received strong pushback.
River rescue drama, this scene playing out in Los Angeles. We have the efforts to get that woman out of the water and back to safety.
Decision on Lewis development, it would be for new homes on this open piece of land, and it could take another step forward tonight.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us this morning.
Yeah, March 24, 2025. Easter less than a week away. And for many students out there, they've got an extended break from school coming up.
That's right. I think you're looking ahead, though. I think you said 25th, 2025, 24th. 2025.
24.
It's 2024, right?
Right, yeah.
You know, I had to ask my Alexa the other day what year it was, though, so you're not alone in this.
I know,
I get confused.
Matt, as you get older.
You're not old.
Matt, I know. Well,
30s isn't old, Matt.
You're right, Paige. It's not.
I got
Let's
you.
move on.
Let's move on. Exactly. No, I really was writing a check. I wrote 2023. But anyways, you know who always keeps us updated and on point? Bob Trahy. So let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy now with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, Del Mar. It is a chilly start to our day as we're looking at frosty conditions. Some inland areas, 33 in Salisbury, 37 Georgetown, Redden 37. Winds are lighter here, but where they're stronger along the coast, that's where, well, it's a little milder. Lower 40s from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach. And you can see the winds are stronger here as well. And that, coupled with the full moon and during high tides, you could look at some coastal flooding along the coast. So watch out for that. Maybe water levels rising 1 to 2 feet. Otherwise, feels like temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Still feeling like winter out there this morning. At least we're seeing mainly clear skies. Clouds to the east over the ocean will be edging our way as we head through the day. But you can see the arrow is pointing in off the ocean, and we'll see some of that flooding along the coast in chilly conditions. Temperatures slowly rising through the 40s to the lower 50s. Salisbury up to Seaford, but colder as you make your way towards the coast into this evening. So bundle up for that ferry ride. We'll see lots of sunshine, but temperatures only slowly rising through the 40s this morning and feeling much colder with the wind.
All right, thank you, Bob. Today marks the deadline for former President Trump to post more than a $450 million bond in New York. This is in relation to a civil fraud case. It is a case where there were no victims. If the former president is unable to pay the full amount today, New York Attorney General Democrat Letitia James can seize his bank accounts or properties in any state. It was on Friday that Trump announced that he has almost $500 million in cash. This does go against his lawyer's claims that he would not be able to comply with the judgment to pay the bond.
A woman was rescued from the Los Angeles River Sunday after a spring storm battered Southern California. The woman was swept by the river while emergency personnel from the Los Angeles Fire Department tried to save her. Take a look at this incredible video. With the support of a helicopter, the emergency respondent was lowered into the river, just narrowly missed the woman. But then soon after, the rescue team member was able to grab onto her. They both were lifted safely into the chopper. The woman was taken to a local hospital where she was treated for minor injuries and hypothermia. Still unclear how the woman ended up in that river.
Here's a case that we're being told no is basically being ignored. It was just over a month ago, Ocean City officials said they would not accept an offer of $2 million spread out over 20 years from alternative energy company U.S. Wind. It was to allow for wind turbines to be built off of the Worcester County coast. Now U.S. Wind is pushing to be able to build a 625-foot long, 32-foot wide concrete pier at this location that we're showing you on your screen. It would be on Harbor Road in West Ocean City. According to U.S. Wind, this will be a main base of operations for the construction of the wind turbines. The key for U.S. Wind is to improve the navigation of vessels that would be used for the project. U.S. Wind has applied to the Maryland Department of the Environment to build the pier.
Here's what's scheduled for tonight. So the Department of the Environment holding a public hearing at Warwick Community College's Fulton Owen Hall. That's at 6 p.m. The ultimate goal by U.S. Wind to have turbines built approximately 11 miles off the coast. It was in February. Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan said Ocean City cannot be bought, and quote, "We intend to continue to do what is necessary to protect the interests of our residents." property owners and future generations.
Up the coast from Ocean City, we could see the next step for a Lewis housing development called Henlope and Bluff. City's Planning Commission could send a recommendation to City Council. If approved, Henlope and Bluff development would bring 79 homes on Gills Neck Road. And those opposed to the project have told Coast TV that one of their main areas of concern is more people and homes would bring more traffic. The developer has said in previous meetings that DelDOT believes the traffic impact would be minimal.
Some important news for you this morning. If you're planning on heading to BB Healthcare in Lewis anytime this week, make a note of this. Beginning today, there will be construction on the parking garage near the main entrance. BB says this project is set to last 2 weeks. It will have an impact on traffic flow. Some parking spots will not be available. During that construction, there will only be one-way traffic coming in and out of the garage. That will be directed by BB staff. And then beginning April 1st, BB says the handicap parking section will be closed and moved to a different area for that week.
Developing news out of Georgetown. The town is attempting to add more offices and apartments. There are plans, big plans, for what is being called the Old Ice House Project. This would be at 107 Depot Street. Would reconfigure the three-story building that used to be an ice storage facility into a building with office spaces in the basement and 25 residential apartments above. A public hearing is set to take place at 6:30 p.m. tonight.
Also happening today in Rehoboth Beach, the city will discuss qualifications for those looking to apply for city manager. This comes after the city announced its former city manager, Lawrence Christian, would be resigning due to some family matters back into September. According to the city, Christian had only been in this position for about 8 months. The meeting today will also discuss correcting an error the city made in its current budget. That meeting is set for 9 a.m. at City Hall. In Ellendale, a man has been arrested for his 5th DUI. That's according to Delaware State Police. Police say Wilson Vasquez Lopez of Ellendale was swerving left and right going south on DuPont Highway in Farmington. And then according to DSP, the officer witnessed other traffic violations and proceeded to pull him over. Officers say that he displayed signs of impairment. He was arrested after taking a standard field sobriety test. And police say that Vasquez Lopez now being charged with his 5th DUI as well as other traffic violations.
Israel and Hamas could soon swap hostages and prisoners. We're learning about some new details about a U.S. exchange proposal.
Yeah, Israel has agreed to it, so now it's up to Hamas. Amy Kiley shows us the possibility of a major shift in this war.
Whether Hamas will say yes, will it say no, or will it say yes, but?
Israel is waiting for Hamas to respond after agreeing to a U.S. prisoner exchange proposal. It includes 40 Israeli hostages and around 700 Palestinian prisoners. Among them are 100 Palestinians serving life sentences for killing Israeli nationals.
And the Israelis want to have a veto on the identity of those prisoners.
The CNN analyst who helped break the news predicts some Americans could go free in the exchange. He says it could take a couple of days for Hamas negotiators to pass on a response from their leader.
This is Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza, who is in a bunker some 100 feet under the ground.
The news comes the same week that Israeli officials are visiting Washington. Today, the defense minister is in town. Later this week, a different delegation is set to discuss the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The humanitarian crisis there is sparking outrage.
There is no targeting of Hamas in precipitating a mass famine of 1 million people, half of whom are children.
Israel is planning a ground invasion in Rafah. Vice President Kamala Harris warns that could result in consequences from the U.S. American officials are worried about the more than 1 million civilians living there.
I have studied the maps. There's nowhere for those folks to go.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
All right, Matt, we're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, Paige, emergency calls is causing a strain. We'll show you how the Ocean City Police Department is thinking of new solutions to respond to those in need.
Also ahead, addressing housing needs in Delaware. That's what new legislation plans to do in General Assembly. We're telling you about the proposed bills and how they aim to help those living in Delaware.
And insulin in short supply. We have why one manufacturer says that medicine could be scarce for the next few weeks. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Get ready, country fans. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 is giving away tickets to this year's biggest event, Country Calling in Ocean City. See Eric Church, Jelly Roll, Tyler Childers, Lady Wilson, and more live on October 4th and 5th. Don't miss out. Tune in to win your tickets this week. Go to coastcountry.com and click on Ticket Town to learn more. Take the Coast Country Challenge with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, your ticket to the stars of country music.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Coming up on 6:12 on this clear Monday morning, Bay Health Cam in Milford 38, and the sky's beginning to brighten. Sun's up shortly before 7. Could be a little frosty inland with temperatures just above freezing into the mid to upper 30s. We've got 40s along the coast and a strong northeast wind. That coupled with the full moon and a time of high tide, watch for coastal flooding as we could see maybe 1 to 2 feet of inundation there. Feels like temperatures in the 30s. We've got mostly clear skies. High pressure keeping us sunny today, but clouds offshore will be edging our way and increasing as we go through the overnight. Boardwalk forecast, bundle up, looking at a lot of sunshine, but temperatures only in the 40s, but feeling like 30s with a strong northeast wind.
Traffic news as you start your week. Heads up for drivers in the Ocean Pines area. There will be some different traffic patterns. Town says that street milling will impact traffic on several streets, and work is set to start today. 8 different streets will be worked on, including Battersea Road and Canal Road. The town says flaggers will help direct traffic, and plans are to always keep one lane open on each street. Also, paving work happening in Laurel, and it will also cause lane closures. According to DelDOT, paving is planned for Central Avenue, Market Street, Gordy Road, North Spring Hill Road, and Susan Beach Road. The department says that work will go through August 18th.
2 insulin products manufactured by Eli Lilly will be temporarily in short supply. The company says 10-millimeter vials of Humalog and the insulin Lispro injection will be limited at wholesalers and some pharmacies until the beginning of April. Eli Lilly citing a brief delay in manufacturing as the reason for this shortage. Medications will still be available in pre-filled pen versions. Reddit's first week of trading on the New York Stock Exchange is in the books. Friday marked the second full day of trading for the social media company, and stocks closed at $46 a share. That's different from Thursday when Reddit made its debut. Shares started trading at $47 and reached a high of almost $58 before closing Thursday at $50. Still ahead this morning, housing legislation aiming to help those in Delaware. We'll show you how several new bills set out to ease the big issue and how workforce housing is a part of the package.
And we're seeing brightening skies on our Boardwalk Plaza cam right now. 41 along the coast, colder inland. We're looking at below average temperatures the next couple of days, then increasing showers mid-weekend, hopefully drier for the Easter holiday weekend. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up next.
Floors that slope, creak, bounce, or sag could indicate larger structural issues that might have extreme consequences. While a cheap fix may seem enticing, what you really need are engineered principles, guaranteed workmanship, and the best materials. And that all starts with a solid foundation. For a thorough inspection, a detailed scope of work, and a structural solution that'll stand the test of time, call FLC. For more information on FLC Energy, visit DelmarvaExperts.com.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
The Harry K Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Allison Brie does not play.
I can only mime tennis. So they were like, we're just going to put in a CGI ball.
Then it's time to declutter our closets.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. A professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing our whole home purification system Restore will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. If you want to significantly reduce allergy triggers in your home, call or go online to book a free inspection today.
Time is 6:16, and we are looking live now at Rehoboth Beach. A little bit darker there than that shot you had of Milford a couple moments ago, Bob. And you're also tracking some potential flooding today.
Yes, we are, Matt. You know, the combination of the full moon we have right now, coupled with a strong east-northeast wind, well, that could cause some problems along the coast. We have a coastal flood warning for Kent and Sussex counties. We could see inundation maybe 1 to 2 feet above ground level right across coastal areas, even kind of inland bay areas as well. So watch out for that, especially at time of high tides, especially as we go into Monday evening and Tuesday morning. And then farther south into Worcester County, there is a coastal flood advisory until Tuesday at 1 p.m. Temperatures are cold this morning, 33 Salisbury, 34 in Delmar. Some inland areas scraping that frost with the lighter winds, 37 in Millsboro, 39 Lewis, but lower 40s from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach, keeping you frost-free. But we're seeing these northeast winds, and that will continue. And once again, that will kind of aggravate the flooding potential along the coast, while inland those winds are just a little lighter. Feels like 27 in Salisbury, low to mid 30s elsewhere. So bottom line, bundle up out the door this morning. It is mainly clear. We've got high pressure in place right now, but we're seeing these clouds offshore. We've got a storm way offshore, but it's actually starting to push clouds from east to west, and I think those clouds will roll in tonight while we've got a bigger system back to the west with rain on the warmer side of this front, but on the colder side, it is a full-blown snowstorm from Colorado up into the upper Midwest where winter continues for that. But for us, we're looking at chilly sunshine today. Temperatures warming through the 30s, mid-40s by 9, and around 43 in Delmar and low to mid-40s along the coast. You'll stay cooler right at the beaches with that northeast wind, while inland we're in the 40s and some lower 50s as well as we go into this afternoon. We keep it clear this evening, and then here's midnight. You start to see the clouds increasing from east to west with that offshore storm, and they'll increase even more into Tuesday morning with 30s and low 40s. Lots of clouds tomorrow, maybe some patchy drizzle. Not the best of days. Won't be a heavy rain, but it's going to keep us cool with 40s and low 50s once again. Looking ahead to Wednesday, that's when we start to increase our shower chances once again. Nothing all that heavy. Some of the steadier rain could be coming in on Thursday. You can see all the rain along the coast, but it looks like it's moving. So it looks like it should be out of here by Good Friday. I think we're dry. Saturday, partly cloudy skies. And then unfortunately, some question marks for Easter Sunday. Could be some showers around for that time. We'll continue to watch that. But we're watching these gusty east-northeast winds, 10, 20 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour, and they're pretty persistent. And that's what will cause the flooding along with that full moon. So watch out for some flooding during high tide. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, lower 50s today and tomorrow. You can see how it clouds up on Tuesday, and Wednesday, some sunshine, and then late day rain, 59. Thursday looks kind of rainy, 53. Good Friday, it dries out, mid-50s, and then lower 60s for the Easter holiday weekend. Dry Saturday. Could see a few showers on Easter Sunday, but I'm being optimistic and keeping them out for now. Partly cloudy Easter and 63.
All right, thank you, Bob. And we're continuing with a story that we've been covering for you, well, for quite some time now. It's about affordable housing, and in particular, the need for it during the summer season. Last week in Delaware, 7 bills were introduced that supporters say will help with this problem. One of the bills, Senate Bill 22, would increase the workforce housing program. In order to do that, the program will offer grants of up to 20% for construction costs. One store manager in Rehoboth Beach says this bill would make a big difference for J1 students who recently have had a hard time finding housing they can afford along the coast.
So the housing's been going up in this community and in the county. A lot of people want to move here, but if locals can't afford housing, how are J1 students going to afford to be able to live here?
And Senate Bill 22, along with a couple of others in this package of affordable housing legislation, will go before the Senate Housing and Land Use Committee on Wednesday.
Delaware senators announced they've secured over $153 million to fund some projects in Delaware. This money was earned through an appropriations bill passed by the Senate. Funding will go towards affordable housing, water infrastructure improvements, mental health support, and more for the entire state. And just a few of the projects and organizations that will receive funding here on the coast include projects to reduce flooding and Bay Beach restoration, Milford Housing Program, Southern Delaware Rural Health Initiative, and the Boys and Girls Club of Delaware.
After the break, emergency calls causing strain. We'll show you what Ocean City's police department is doing to respond to those in need and doing it more efficiently. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on Coast TV.
Right now, it's your choice during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on at Gateway Subaru. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Get ready, country fans. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 is giving away tickets to this year's biggest event, Country Calling in Ocean City. See Eric Church, Jelly Roll, Tyler Childers, Lady Wilson, and more live on October 4th and 5th. Don't miss out. Tune in to win your tickets this week. Go to coastcountry.com and click on Ticket Town to learn more. Take the Coast Country Challenge with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, your ticket to the stars of country music.
All new Drew. Those paramedics saved your life.
Oh, yeah.
They're here.
Are they really?
Yes.
A surprise reunion highlights heroes.
Thank you.
Monday at noon on Coast TV.
In Ocean City, emergency calls saw a big spike in the month of February. According to the Ocean City Police Department, they've seen a big jump over really the last year. It was this past February, police calls to assist fire and EMS had jumped from 86 in 2023 to 124 in 2024, putting more strain on the system. As the need for emergency services continues to climb, the police department starting a discussion that could change the regulations for which calls they need to join EMS on and which calls they don't. A change in those rules could potentially free up OCPD to focus on more pressing criminal matters.
DNREC has announced Delaware's 2024 Upstate Stream trout season. It'll begin April 6th at 7 a.m., but according to DNREC, this one is exclusively for young anglers under the age of 16. This early start for the younger fishing enthusiasts is before the traditional opening day, which is set for Sunday, April 7th. Starting opening day, fishing in the state's trout streams is permitted from a half hour before sunrise until a half hour after sunset. And more information on all the regulations. Also, we got some prime fishing locations for you that can be found on CoastTVnews.com.
As the on season gets closer and closer, DNREC preparing to expand its plans for Duville Beach since it will now be a state parkland it could cost you. Just how much it could cost you, that's still being figured out. This comes after DenRec took over the management of Duville Beach from the city after its agreement with Rehoboth Beach expired. A public meeting will take place on Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Our short meteorologist Bob Trahy is joining us again. Strong winds in play for this Monday. Remember that graphic that he had a couple minutes ago coming in from the east? Woo!
Yeah, and they're persistent, not only today, but into Tuesday. And that's why we're worried about coastal flooding, coupled with the full moon, guys. So at time of high tides, that's where we could be looking at the flooding along the coast. Only around 48 in Rehoboth, lower 50s inland through Georgetown and Millsboro. We'll see a lot of sunshine today, 53 in Seaford and Laurel, 55 east and back through Cambridge and Vienna. So a little warmer as you move away from the ocean, but only 51 in Chincoteague, 50 in Ocean City, low to mid 50s, making your way farther to the west, around 55 in Salisbury and 55 in Pocomoke City. We are looking at chilly conditions the next couple days, and then rain is back in the forecast midweek, continues for a good part of the week, and hopefully drier for the Easter holiday weekend. I'll have more in your forecast coming up.
Also coming up after the break, pushback on a possible development. We're telling you how many homes the proposal calls for and some concerns from locals.
And also U.S. wind trying to blow until Delmarva. We'll tell you what is planned for today regarding that potential project that Ocean City has said no to.
And some shocking video to show you of a river rescue in Los Angeles. We're telling you how that person was finally retrieved from that river and the journey to recovery. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 24th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pence. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everybody. 25th, Matt. I'm Paige Marley. Isn't it the 25th?
It is the 25th.
It's
I got
okay.
confused. I saw
There's so many 4s and 5s.
I had it written in the prompter.
And you had it right.
And then our conversation from last half hour, I doubted myself on it.
I know. It's okay. Again,
bad me.
I still don't know what year it is, so we're all just getting through this together.
Yeah, we're at 6:29, approaching 6:30 on this Monday morning. How about brackets? How are you doing? Because the Delmarva Sports Network, they have this bracket challenge going on, and there's this one category for Draper employees. We don't get the gift card, but we can still just compare how we're doing with other people.
Bragging rights between Draper Media employees, I think, is like enough. We love that.
Right.
Yeah. My bracket didn't do so hot over the weekend, but all my final 4 are still in it. So
yeah, mine are too.
Whatever.
I feel like I'm good. I have not updated those late night games. I know I did have Houston winning, so I know that I got points for that. But I feel like I feel like I have 14 of the 16 Sweet 16 in there. But I need to double check on that one.
That's what I like about the DSN bracket, the Delmarva Sports Network bracket, is it just updates it for you. Shows you in red if you lost, and I have a lot of red right now, green if you won. So we're pushing through. So hopefully you did that. If not, try again next year with DSN.
All right.
We'll move on from sports. Let's go to weather. Yeah, we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey, who did not make a bracket, but that's okay. He has a lot on his plate. He's busy.
Keeping on top of the weather models is what we're doing. We're looking at temperatures this morning, guys, that are pretty chilly. 33 in Salisbury, your frosty inland areas, 34 in Delmar, 37 Georgetown and Millsboro. Well, a little milder, so to speak, along the coast. Lower 40s from Rehoboth to Bethany Beach. You've got a northeast wind, and that wind will be persistent all day and night. And with that and a high tide and a full moon, we could be looking at some flooding along the coast. Maybe 1 to 2 feet at time of high tide. Watch out for that. Lighter winds inland. We're looking at feels like temperatures out the door in the 20s and 30s. And we're looking at mainly clear skies right now. We have some clouds from the ocean that are moving to the west, and they'll start to move in as we go into this evening. Otherwise, high pressure keeps us high and dry and chilly today. Lots of sunshine, but a cool northeast wind. Coldest along the coast, milder inland, maybe lower 50s west of 113, but east of there, well, mainly 40s as we go through the day. It's a chilly morning for a run. Looking at, well, mainly sunny skies, so we're not dodging any puddles. That's certainly a good thing. And we're looking at a brisk east-northeast wind, so try to run with the wind if you can.
Thank you, Bob. Boy, we have some incredible video to show you here. A woman was rescued from the Los Angeles River. This was Sunday. She fell into the water as a spring storm battered Southern California. The woman was swept by the river while emergency personnel from the Los Angeles Fire Department attempted to save her. Rescuer initially just missed getting to her at first, but then, as we see here, was able to swim to get her and then get her up to that helicopter. The woman was taken to a local hospital where she was treated for minor injuries and hypothermia. It's really unclear how she ended up in that river.
We have an update on the coverage of the attempts to put a wind farm off of our coast. It was just over a month ago. Ocean City officials said they would not accept an offer of $2 million spread out over 20 years from alternative energy company U.S. Wind. It was to allow for wind turbines to be built off the Worcester County coast. But even with them saying no, U.S. Wind still pushing to be able to get a concrete pier at this location on Harbor Road in West OC. According to U.S. Wind, this would be a main base of operations for the construction of wind turbines. The key for U.S. Wind is to improve its navigation of vessels that would be used for that project. U.S. Wind has applied to the Maryland Department of Environment to build that pier.
So let's break this down a little bit further. Here is what is actually scheduled for tonight. The Department of the Environment is holding a public hearing, and this will be at the Warwick Community College's Fulton Owen Hall at 6 p.m. Ultimate goal by U.S. Wind is to have those turbines built approximately 11 miles off the coast. If you remember back in February, Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan said Ocean City cannot be bought, and we intend to continue to do what is necessary to protect the interest of our residents, property owner, and future generations.
Happening today, we could see the next steps for a Lewis housing development called Henlopen Bluff. The city's planning commission could send a recommendation to city council, and if approved, Henlopen Bluff development would bring 79 homes to Gills Neck Road. Those opposed to the project have told CoastTV that one of their main areas of concern is more people in these homes would bring more traffic. The developer has said in previous meetings DelDOT believes this traffic impact would be minimal.
Also on Lewis, possible action on an ordinance surrounding a wetlands buffer. The Delaware Center for the Inland Bays is advocating for more restrictions to preserve the wetlands in the city. And according to the ordinance, different buffers would be made for tidal and non-tidal wetlands. It'd at least be 80 to 100 feet. The Lewis Environmental Subcommittee could make that recommendation to City Council later today.
And also in Lewis, the city ready to go over plans for next year's budget. Mayor and City Council will continue to review some changes made to their draft since their last workshop. The proposed budget focuses on safety, children's activities, road work, and improving public spaces like its nature trails. That meeting takes place today at 9 a.m.
Some changes to the parking situation at BB Healthcare in Lewis this week to tell you about. And starting today, there will be construction on the parking garage that is near the main entrance. And BB says this project is set to last about 2 weeks. It'll have an impact on traffic flow, and some parking spots that won't be available. During construction, there will only be one-way traffic coming in and out of the garage, which will be directed by BB staff. And then get this, starting April 1st, BB says the handicap parking section will be closed. That'll be moved to a different area for that week.
Some developing news now out of Georgetown, the town attempting to add more offices and apartments, and there are the plans. So big plans for what's being called old ice house project. That would be at 107 Depot Street. It would reconfigure a 3-story building that used to be an ice storage facility. It would be turned into a building with office spaces in the basement and 25 residential apartments above. A public hearing is set to take place at 6:30 tonight.
And later today, it's the deadline for former President Trump to post a more than $450 million appeal bond in New York or face the possibility of property being seized.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what lawmakers and others are now saying about what could be to come for the former president as today goes on.
The clock is ticking for former President Trump to secure more than $450 million or face consequences from New York's Attorney General.
If he does not have funds to pay off the judgment, we will ask the judge to seize his assets.
Some of the former president's iconic properties could be seized.
This is not some immediate process where Tish James is going to walk into 40 Wall Street on Tuesday and change the locks or something like that.
Trump claims money is not the problem.
We have a great company, but they want to take it away.
He also aired his grievances on Truth Social, criticizing the Attorney General's record on violent crime while claiming he did absolutely nothing wrong. On Sunday, the former Republican National Committee chair defended efforts to use RNC donations to pay off Trump's legal bills.
If they feel strongly to support his legal bills, then they have every right to do so. And I think he's being very open that they're helping with his legal bills.
Democrats are blasting the presumptive GOP presidential nominee's legal woes. Republicans are coming to his defense.
This is not about party. This is not about politics. This is about corruption and criminality.
And President Trump is actually gaining popularity because they're just focusing on trying to go after him.
Trump has called the case against him election interference and is seeking a last-minute reprieve from an appeals court to prevent his assets from being seized. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, meals for many families. We're showing you how volunteers package thousands of meals for families in need for this Easter holiday.
Also, Lone Star shootout. 2 Texas teams go overtime for a spot in the NCAA Sweet 16.
And we have more traffic news for your daily commute. We're telling you what's being planned for this area in Bethany Beach. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Next extra, the Bachelor finale, sparking more wild theories than Cake Gate.
Some people say that you are not going to choose anyone.
We give Joey a final grilling before the final roast. Next extra.
Today at 11:30 on Coast TV.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
6:39 on this chilly Monday morning. 34 in Del Mar, 33 in Salisbury. We're scraping some frost inland areas. Redden 36, 37 in Millsboro. Lower 40s along the beaches. That's where you have to worry about some coastal flooding. We've got the full moon and that time of high tide and a strong northeast wind. That's where we could see some flooding, maybe 1 to 2 foot inundation. We've got lighter winds inland and feels like temperatures out the door are cold in the 20s and 30s. So make sure you bundle up. As we're looking at a lot of clear skies, we have some clouds offshore in the ocean that is moving to the west, but I think much of the day we're seeing the sun. Those clouds don't move in until tonight. Make sure the kiddos are bundled up at the bus stop. Breezy and cold, 37 degrees and 50 heading home, breezy and chilly. Another way to get your forecast is a CoastTV First Alert weather line. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Behrman Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Important news out of Rehoboth Beach. We're talking water quality. According to Rehoboth Beach, hydrant flushing will begin the week of April 8th. The city saying that flushing will remove mineral deposits in the pipes. Hydrants will be flushed from Wilmington to Laurel Streets on Monday of that week, from Newcastle to Prospect on Tuesday, and Maryland to Grenoble on Wednesday. People in those areas may experience some low water pressure or some discolored water during that flushing. Also, in the nation's summer capital, the city wants to let homeowners know that twice a week trash collection resumes the week of April 15th. And the city's free annual street bulk pickup will be taking place on the south side of the city. That's April 29th until May 3rd. And then on the north side from May 6th through the 10th. In some traffic news, a month-long paving project heading to Bethany Beach. Beginning April 1st, crews will be paving Route 1 near the Indian River Inlet Bridge. That'll cause some lane restrictions. DelDOT says there will be a detour in place to access Turning Point Road and the Seashore Park campgrounds.
Sweet 16 now set for this year's NCAA tournament, and one of the last games played on Sunday, it provided high drama as the top seed in the South, Houston, survived a run by fellow Texas-based team Texas A&M. The Aggies looking to pull the upset. We go to the second half. Final seconds of regulation. Look at the Aggies. Anderson Garcia. Big shot here. Ties the game at 86. We're going to overtime. Under 35 seconds to go in that extra session. Jamal Shedd gives the Cougars the bucket they would need to advance. It was a 21-point game for Shedd. Houston moves on in the South. This classic case of survive and advance. From one of the last games on Sunday to one of the first, Tyler Kolek, game-high 21 points as the second seed in the South. Marquette just got by Colorado. They got a 4-point win there. NASCAR on the road course of the Circuit of America is deep in the heart of Texas. A dominating effort here by pole sitter William Byron. He led 42 of 68 laps and earning his second win of the season. It is the 12th of his career.
Hope you had a fantastic weekend, Delmarva. Here's what's happening Monday at 4 on Coast Life.
Well, we know that next month there is a full eclipse that you'll be able to see in certain areas throughout the United States, but we're getting sort of a little local flavor of what we can do to enjoy the eclipse as well.
For sure, and we're always trying to keep you updated, keep you hip. We have more Gen Z trivia for you. We're keeping you updated with what they're talking about.
And we're also seeing how BB can meet the community where they are with their mobile health unit.
Looking forward to all of that. It's all happening Monday at 4 on Coast Life.
We're seeing frosty conditions this morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Skies beginning to brighten up, but it's chilly. 34 in Laurel, and we're looking at a couple of chilly days on the way. Increasing rain midweek, and hopefully a dry Easter holiday weekend. We're crossing our fingers. I'll have your full forecast coming up next on Coast TV News Today.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers.
Delmarva's Classic Rock. Big 107.7.
Get ready, country fans. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 is giving away tickets to this year's biggest event, Country Calling in Ocean City. See Eric Church, Jelly Roll, Tyler Childers, Lady Wilson, and more live on October 4th and 5th. Don't miss out. Tune in to win your tickets this week. Go to coastcountry.com and click on Ticket Town to learn more. Take the Coast Country Challenge with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, your ticket to the stars of country music.
Time is now 6:45 on this Monday. Let's take a live look at Laurel, where the sun's trying to make its way up right now. Bob, not bringing a lot of warmth as it comes up this morning. I think I see some clouds too there on the camera.
There are a few clouds, and the sun will help. You know, it's coming up in 10 minutes, Paige, and it will help, but you certainly want to stay in the sun and out of the wind today. That is the key. Also want to talk about some coastal flooding. Watch out for that. We've got a full moon, and also that coupled with a strong easterly wind. At time of high tide, we could see some inundation along the coast, maybe 1 to 2 feet above ground level. So that's for Kent and Sussex counties until 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Worst time for flooding would be later today and then early Tuesday. We also have a coastal flood advisory farther to the south in Worcester County. That's until 1 p.m. tomorrow, so watch out for that. Otherwise, it's chilly and breezy out there. 33 Salisbury, 35 in Delmar. Right now, Milton, you're at 38. We've got lower 40s for the most part along the coast, so you're frost-free, but you're seeing those stronger east-northeast winds, and they'll be persistent, and they'll be with us a while they're lighter inland areas. So feels like temperatures. You take the temperature and the wind. It feels like 27 in Salisbury, 35 in Delmar, 33 Indian River Inlet. So bundle up out the door this morning. At least we'll see the sunshine, but we've got some clouds on the horizon. You see this big area of clouds offshore. That's a big ocean storm, and it's actually edging to the west a little bit. So we'll start to get into some of those clouds later tonight. We've got a little wedge of high pressure keeping us high and dry, but chilly today. And farther to the west, it's a big mess of rain from Dallas up into the Midwest. In the colder air, it's a snowstorm from Denver into the plains around Minneapolis. So it's still winter gangbusters up there. And for us, we're just dry and chilly today, 30s and 40s with that strong northeast wind. By 9:30, we're slowly warming through the 40s, around 48 in Millsboro by noon, 50 in Delmar and Salisbury, but low to mid 40s along the coast. So the farther east you are, the colder it will be. The farther inland, it will be a little milder. 4 p.m., 53 Seaford, 49 Millsboro, lower 40s along the coast, and it's chilly into this evening. And then that storm I was alluding to will start to push clouds in here late tonight into tomorrow morning. So I think much of Tuesday is cloudy and chilly and breezy, and maybe some drizzle as well. Some inland areas into the low 50s, but a lot of us staying into the 40s. As far as rain chances, they pick up as we go into Wednesday. Scattered showers. I think it becomes a steady rain as we go into Thursday. You see this area of rain along the coast, and then by Good Friday, I think it does sweep offshore. We're looking at drier conditions. Dry Saturday. Right now, Easter Sunday. This is 6:30. We have showers to our north and to our south and west. Hopefully, we're keeping it dry for Easter. We'll have to see about that. Otherwise, you can see these persistent northeast winds gusting over 20 miles per hour right into Tuesday, causing those flooding problems along the coast. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 51 today. Cloudy Tuesday, 52. 59 Wednesday with late day showers, and then rain on Thursday, 53. Good Friday, mostly sunny, 56. And then right now for the weekend, a little warmer, 62 Saturday, and Easter Sunday could be showers around, but I'm going partly cloudy Easter Sunday and a high of 63.
Thank you, Bob. This weekend, volunteers came out to Mount Air Farm in Selbyville. They packed Easter meals for those in need. 8,000 meal boxes were put together and packed up in church vans and rental trucks. Company-wide for Mount Air Farms, 20,000 meals were put together so that families facing food insecurity could have a meal to eat on the holiday.
Cherry blossom fever continues in the nation's capital. The canopy of cherry blossoms that lines the tidal basin peaked early this year. In fact, the second earliest on record. Despite the weather we experienced over the weekend, the delicate flowers are said to be holding up well. One big attraction for residents and tourists alike is the cherry tree nicknamed Stumpy, which is sadly set to be chopped down after this last bloom. The Cherry Blossom Festival continues through April 14th.
Some potential exciting news here for the people who enjoy playing the lottery. Nobody won Saturday night's Powerball drawing. So what that means? What it means is jackpot's now up to $800 million. The next Powerball drawing will be later today. And also, nobody won the Mega Millions drawing on Friday either, so that jackpot is up to more than $1 billion.
It's now 6:49 this morning. Time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is Crew. Crew was a coastal pet last year. He was wearing an Eagle shirt after major surgery. Here he is at home. I think there's some Commanders, Washington NFL stuff going on in the background there. This was after another surgery paid. Get this. This little guy, 2 years old, 3 big surgeries.
Aww.
He clearly likes to support NFC East teams, or according to our producer, Alyssa, the best teams.
I was going to say, it says best teams.
That's what it says in the prompter.
Yeah.
I think Alyssa wrote that.
I think she did too. I support her because he's wearing a Commander's jersey as well. So good job, Crew and family, and congrats on getting over your surgeries.
Yeah.
Aw, we want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Got that QR code there at the top of your screen. Scan that. You can get your pictures to us, and then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We've got sunrise in a few minutes and starting to brighten up the skies on our Tunnel and Razor Cam. 39 in Lewis right now, scraping a little frost inland areas. And we've got a mainly chilly week on the way with increasing showers midweek and hoping for a dry Easter holiday weekend. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
My daughter was beginning to struggle with substance use disorder. Felt like somebody cut my heart out. Her dream was to open a house to help other women recover. When we do our groundbreaking, I hear like at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's here except one guy in a suit walking through the field. He says, Kevin, David Trone, nice to meet you. For every person who is suffering from substance use disorder, there is no bigger champion.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artists and vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
It is 6:53. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. Today marks the deadline for former President Trump to post more than $450 million in bond in New York. This is in relation to his civil fraud case. If the former president is unable to pay the full amount today, New York Attorney General Letitia James can seize his bank accounts or properties in any state. It was on Friday Trump announced that he has almost $500 million in cash. This went against his lawyer's claims he would not be able to comply with the judgment to pay the bond.
In Ocean City, emergency calls saw a big spike in the month of February, according to the Ocean City Police Department. They've seen a big jump over the last year. This past February, police calls to assist fire and EMS had jumped from 86 in 2023 to 124 in 2024, and it is putting more strain on the system. As the need for emergency services continues to climb, the police department is starting a discussion that could change regulations for which calls they need to join EMS on and which calls they don't. And this change in those rules could potentially free up the police department to focus on more pressing criminal matters.
Well, it was just over a month ago. Ocean City officials said they would not be accepting an offer of $2 million over 20 years from alternative energy company U.S. Wind. It was to allow for wind turbines to be built off the Worcester County coast, but now, even with being told no, U.S. Wind pushing to be able to build a concrete pier on Harbor Road in West Ocean City. According to U.S. Wind, this would be a main base of operations for construction of the wind turbines. U.S. Wind has applied to the Maryland Department of Environment to build that pier. All right, and some other news now. A first look at the new Dragon Ball theme park in Saudi Arabia to show the show brought to life.
Yeah, the
so
nearly
exciting.
310 square mile park centers around Son Goku. It's a supernatural martial artist on a journey to collect 7 magical orbs.
This sounds nerdy and it sounds up my alley.
All right.
Yeah, the park will feature, oh wait, I want to see this. That is so cool. The park will feature recreations of iconic locations from the original series, as well as 5 rides and more than 30 attractions.
There'll also be Dragon Ball themed hotels, restaurants inside the park. Dragon Ball started in 1984. It's gone on to be one of the best selling manga series ever.
Did you see that dragon roller coaster?
It does look cool.
This looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I know this is like my thing. I like the nerd stuff. I like the dragons. You don't really know Dragon Ball, but would you still go to this park?
It looks fantastic.
Right?
Yeah, it looks exciting. Yeah,
I feel like
think
it's
I
like,
would.
yeah. Oh my God, look at that. We're having too much fun now.
Okay.
It's like Star Wars land. If you don't have to like Star
I've been
Wars to
to
go.
that place.
So cool. Harry Potter world, all that good stuff.
All right.
All right, let's continue on. It's 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, we got Weather World here with
Yes.
Bob.
Love Weather World.
We have our own excitement, maybe some coastal flooding, guys, so watch out for that. We've got a full moon and a strong easterly wind, so coastal flood warning for coastal Sussex County. Could see 1 to 2 feet of inundation along the coast at the time of high tides later today into Tuesday. Also, a coastal flood advisory for Worcester County, so watch out for that. Otherwise, it's a chilly day. Temperatures beginning in the 30s, 40s, and eventually low 50s inland. Cooler at the beaches, but a stiff east-northeast wind. Here is your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We cloud up on Tuesday, 52, 59 Wednesday, some late-day showers. Looks kind of rainy on Thursday, and Good Friday, well, mostly sunny, 56, and crossing our fingers for a decent Easter holiday weekend. Saturday's looking dry, 62. Some questions regarding Easter Sunday. Maybe some showers around, but right now I'm being optimistic and saying it's dry, 63. Then it looks like Easter Monday could be a little rainy and still rainy after that Tuesday into Wednesday.
Too much rain, Bob, but all right, thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and Weather apps. Have a great Monday morning, everybody.